Right, well, today's going to be changeable. It's nice and sunny now. 5 minutes ago it was pouring down, and 5 minutes from now it's going to be pouring down again. The great British weather strikes again. And this thing that I fixed, well, this is alright. The trouble is this part, that it went between these, this part has now decided it wants to come out and be loose, and it's been wobbling in the storms, and this has fallen out. Not too worried about those brassicas, but my tomatoes will have survived, but I won't be pleased about it. So I've got to fix this one. I mean, it's been patched up, and it's difficult to get at because of the next door neighbour's brambles. So not quite sure what I'm going to do, because it's got quite a lot of give in it. So when it's like that, it will hold that in place, but when it's like that, it just goes. So this was fine, but once this moves out of the way, it obviously comes out. This greenhouse is really annoying me now, because that's coming off. That end piece is now wobbly. When that moves that way, this falls out, and then it moves back that way and bends it. Well, the tomatoes, it's not, this one's fallen over, it's not that one, those two. The others are alright. Weather's been pretty bad, so I'm going to try and sort out the rest. But the aubergines look fine, and these tomatoes, they look fine, so I can lift this plastic up. And I think these peas are safe enough to go out. I'll have to do a serious weed of these, because you just keep coming. I keep putting the seeds out, and they just keep coming back. So a lot of jobs to be done, and I'm just going to get on with it, and if there's anything important or interesting, I'll film it. If not, I'll give you an update at the end of the day. Those clouds look a bit ominous, so before they turn up, I'll give you a little summary. There's the 4 buckets of carrots, and they've all come up nicely. These two are older seeds. I will get them under an area and net them properly, but for the moment I've just left them here just in case we get a really hard frost. They are right by the shed door, so if I want to get them into the greenhouse, if we get a cold frost coming in, I can nip in, get the carrots in. These are the early celery, and they're going well. I put the peas out, and I put the trellis on them, and fixed it to this bamboo cane. I mean, it does go in, but just to give it a bit more strength, I fixed it to a bamboo cane. So this should be alright. Now, we should be safe from mice for now, and for now the pigeons won't bother it. Once it's got something like this around it, and because we are here all the time going in and out of the shed, they won't bother it. And by the time it's a little bit bigger, they won't bother. They've not bothered the peas in these containers before. So that's done. So these are out here. Got a bit more space cleared in the greenhouse to put the tomatoes and other things in. And wonders never cease. I've cleared all the brambles that were here, so I could get to the greenhouse and see what state it's at. Obviously there is nothing much that I can screw into, so what I've done for the moment is, this board was there, I've hammered in these 2 rods. Now this can't come out this way because this is holding it in place. It doesn't matter so much that over here, it's just to hold this bit in place, but this is now steady. What I'll do is bring the drill in tomorrow and put some pieces of wood to connect that to that one, because that one, this first one, was the one that broke first, so that's been connected up by us. By the next one across, I've checked it, and that seems to be stuck on firm, and it's not wobbly. So what I will do is put some piece of wood that will connect these two together, and then this will not wobble about. Hopefully I said. I'm sick of fiddling around with this greenhouse and the shed, just constantly repairing one bit and another bit falls off. And this glass is absolutely filthy, but I didn't clean it because it needs a good scrub, and I didn't put any pressure on this because I'm scared that if I put pressure on it, more glass will fall out, and in the worst case scenario the whole thing will come crashing down on my head. So I'm putting up with the dirt for another year, and then I'll get rid of everything, get rid of all this. But the plants seem to be doing all right. Well, it was beautiful blue skies this morning, nice and sunny, and I came here and look at it. Typical. But I can get on with jobs in the greenhouse. Now this has sort of kept steady. It's not fallen over, it's not fallen out, so I'll take that as a win. Right, it's nearly time to go home. And you can probably guess the sun's come out. It's been playing hide and seek with me all afternoon, and now it's time to go home. Look at the skies, absolutely clear. When I came in, it was all dark skies and rained and rained and rained, and when I'm about to go home, the sun comes out. But I did manage to get some jobs done. These are the main crop celery to go after the early celery, and I should be able to bring them in to the greenhouse when it gets cooler, so they'll overwinter in the greenhouse. I mean, this is the stuff I put in last year and it's still going, but I did take it into the greenhouse and it's still going. You can still get leaves off it. Obviously I'm not going to get great big stalks off it, but the early celery is starting to fill out the width of my little finger, the bottom of it, so won't be long. So that's the celery, and I've sorted the tomatoes in here. I've pegged this plastic, but this is shorter than the one on this side, so this I can lift and peg up at the top when it's not cold, and then I can drop it when it's cold. And on this side I've got another sheet that I can put on here if it gets too cold, but this time of year we shouldn't need it much. The odd frost I'll just come in and put in that sheet of plastic on that side. I brought in the courgettes. These are the early courgettes. There's 4 early courgettes. I broke a couple of leaves on this one, so there may only be 3. We'll see how this one goes. So they're doing fine, and they do need to be potted up because the roots are coming up. The roots are coming out of the bottom, and I've had a peek, and before they get root bound I need to pot them up. I'll try and get that done tomorrow, assuming nothing goes wrong and I can come in and it's not raining. You never know. This time of year you never know what the weather's going to do. And I fixed this, so now all the water off the roof of the shed goes into there, comes down here, and this is solid now. That's not going anywhere. It's a thick piece of wire, so that's not going to fall off. Another sunny day. Well, it was sunny until I got here, and now look at it. There's a few odd drops falling on my head, so I'll get on with the jobs, but I'll not have the time to film everything because if it's drizzling I'll just get on with it. But I brought the drill, so I'm going to fix this and get it sorted, and I'll probably do it and then bring you back at the end. So see you later.